First, QGIS for field data collection, right? And this is something na yun nga ginagawa ng marami, ginagawa rin ng ng PSA for their geocoding using QField. But yeah, Q can be used as a field data collection essentially system or platform, right? We do field data collection kasi madalas, and unfortunately this is the reality, hindi available yung data na kailangan natin, right? So there are a lot of ways to do this. Yung iba minsan talagang pen and paper survey. Yung iba naman gumagamit ng mobile data collection applications. Yung nakilala ko before sa isang agency din, isang assessor's office, tinanong ko sila kung nagge-geotag ba sila. Sabi nila yes. Yung tinanong ko anong application, sabi nila yung simple geotagging lang daw. So pwede rin ganun. However, there are applications currently na mapapadali yung buhay nyo kung kailangan nyo talagang mag field data collection with additional geographic information. So, halimbawa, yun, go ka on the field, kailangan mo yung location tsaka picture ng lugar. Right? Magkakaroon ka ng mga geotag photographs. Maraming paraan para gawin yun uh, at this time. So, I'll just go over some examples of what I call general purpose field data collection applications tulad ng ODK tsaka ng Kobo Toolbox. So if you've used those before, I think familiar yung name. If not, you'll learn about them quickly here. And also QGIS specific applications tulad ng QField tsaka Mergent. Right? Yung general purpose applications for field data collection tulad ng ODK tsaka Kobo, these are uh, open source applications, and I'll mention this, lahat ng ipapakita ko sa inyong resources tsaka applications, they're all free and open source. So wala kayong kailangang bilhin sa mga to. So, ODK or ODKX, it's formerly known as Open Data Kit. It's a powerful uh, suite of applications for field data collection. Pwede kang gumawa ng form, kumuha ng survey gamit yung app, and even mag-analyze ng survey gamit yung web application din. Right? So these are open source. Ganun din yung Kobo, kobotoolbox.org, usually used for humanitarian data collection. Ginagamit to ng maraming, some of my friends sa OpenStreetMap or other humanitarian organizations. Ginagamit nila yung Kobo for field data collection. It's also open source, right? I've used these before, previously, para sa isang project kung saan dinigitize namin yung pen and paper maps, pen and paper survey nila. Kasi nag-survey sila before sa isang lugar, usual pen and paper, community-based survey. Pero gusto ngayon nilang imapa yung results ng survey. Pero since pen and paper siya, hindi nila ma-pinpoint kung nasan yung mga lugar na to. However, meron silang doon sa survey nila, meron silang unique identifier for the households. It could be the household head, or it could be the household number. So ang ginawa namin, when they consulted me, bumaba kami doon sa lugar, dala yung Open Data Kit, tsaka Kobo. I think Open Data Kit yung gamit ko nun. Gumawa ako ng simple survey na tinatanong lang yung pangalan ng household head, kung alam nila yung household number, tapos yung location ng lugar as a geotag. So inikot namin, and at the end of the few days of fieldwork, ginoin namin together yung results ng pen and paper tsaka nung geospatial geotagging namin. Nakabuo kami ng dataset. Ganon din yung madalas na gagawin nyo if you use these with QGIS. Normally, these applications will allow for geotagging. So, yung mga responses that they collect. And a lot of people probably don't know yung mga applications na to, they allow you to add geospatial information, not just points. Pwede ka mag-drawing ng line, pwede ka mag-drawing ng polygon. So, hindi lang tayo limited to points. And after we have that geotag, pwede nating i-download yung mga data na to as CSV files or even spreadsheets. And then these CSV files, can be loaded in queue. Um, so matututunan nyo mamaya how to load CSV or spreadsheet files with coordinates sa QGIS. So ganun normally pag ang gamit mo ay yung yung general purpose field data collections na yun. But recently, for the past, I think 5 years, nagsimula nang magkaroon ng very QGIS specific applications for field data collection. So in this case, ito naman, talagang integrated yung QGIS sa kanila. You can think of these applications as bringing your QGIS to the field, right? So how they do that, we'll discuss in a bit. Pero let me just talk about the two applications na pinakasikat ngayon. One is QField. Yun nga, gamit to ni PSA for their geotagging projects. It has an optimized touch interface for QGIS built for built for uh, the mobile for the mobile experience for mobile devices. Kung meron kang phone, meron kang tablet, gusto mo siyang gamitin as a data collection device, field data collection device, pwede mong install yung application nila. It's open source, of course. Works on Android, Windows, and also iOS. Yung other one is Mergin. Yung QField is from yung QField company. Mergin is from Lutra Consulting. Both of them are very well respected members of the QJS community. So, bahala tayo kung ano yung choice natin. We could use QField, we could use Mergin. Usually, it's just a matter of preference because they're almost the same. You can bring your QGIS project to the field with Mergin. You can do data collection, survey storage, version control. It's also open source and it also works on Android, Windows, and iOS. Previously, better yung support ng Mergin sa iOS pero nakakahabol na ngayon si QField. Right? How these two applications work is the same, right? Meron silang capability that allows you to bring your project to the field. So what that means is you first need to create. So how they work? You first need to create a project in Q. I-set up mo yung layers na kailangan mo, yung mga attributes na kailangan mo, and the information necessary for field data collection. So halimbawa, mag-house-to-house survey ka, ang kailangan mong information dun sa lugar ay yung location ng house, which might be a point, and then yung information nung mga tao dun sa household na yun. So what you might do is to set up a QGIS project where you have a base map, for example, and then you have a point layer kung saan yung mga attributes niya ay yung mga yung mga responses sa survey questions. So it could be yung attributes mo ay name, pwedeng photograph, pwedeng attachment, etc. And once you've set that up, isi-sync mo yung project na yon to your mobile phone using yung field data collection app nila. So for QField, it's QField. For Mergin, it's Mergin. Um, the data you collect is initially stored sa ano mo sa mobile device mo. So this works even if you're offline, and that's very important dito. Even if you're offline, this will work. But then later on, you can sync yung project either to the cloud if you're storing it sa cloud or to the QGIS project on your computer, right? So example, for for one day, gusto nating mag-ikot sa isang lugar. um, let's do tax compliance. Iikot tayo mga businesses, gusto nating itag kung nasan sila, or kahit real estate tax, for example. So any kind of tax. Pupunta tayo, i-confirm natin kung yung mga uh, tao or lugar ba na to ay nakapagbayad na ng tax nila. Itatag natin sila, etc. And then at the end of the day, gusto nating mamapa yung lugar na yun. What we could do is we could create a project in queue, set up that project, get 5 to 10 people, um, ilagay yung project na yon sa phones nila. Sila yung mag-iikot the entire day, mga enumerators natin. And then, at the end of the day, balik sila sa office, isi-sync natin yung data nilang lahat. Magkakaroon tayo ng itong malaking data set uh, galing dun sa 10 tao na to. And then we rinse and repeat. We do that tomorrow. And the beauty of using QField, for example, or Mergin is that hindi mo na kailangang problemahin yung uh, yung accuracy tsaka yung not really accuracy pero yung accuracy ng data itself. Kumbaga yung coherence niya. Siya na yung magma-manage ng mga possible clashes in data. Siya na yung magma-manage noon sa pag-aayos niya, pag sinesync niya together yung mga datasets natin. One very good example is a project done sa Rwanda using QField. Data collection for building their water supply network and their water supply parang information system. So kino-collect nila yung attributes sa field, sinesend yung attributes na yon from QField to yung rural office nila sa district with QGIS. Nagge-generate sila ng mga geo packages from that. And then yung main office nila, pinapasok yung collected data sa isang spatial database. And with that, they were able to build up eh, yung ano na to, yung dataset na to. And this is something replicable even especially for small LGUs. Kung gusto niyang i-build up yung data nyo and make sure na spatial na siya talaga at the very start. This is something that can easily be replicated, right? I have a specific talk. Sa layers and expressions, we discuss how to build custom attribute forms that are used in QField. And I have an upcoming field data collection course na i-focus ko lang yung QField tsaka Mergin. Yan. But ito yung general idea of how we'll be able to do that. And marami pang examples, even in academic situations or academic scenarios, right? Mga case studies on how to use geospatial data collection, field data collection for geologic mapping, uh, ground truth data, precision farming, etc. So you can just check these out. They're all in the ano naman, our materials. Second use case. Sige, before that, any questions sa field data collection before we proceed sa second use case natin? Uh, kung may um, something interesting or a question about field data collection with Q na bumabagabag sa inyo or baka uh, nakakita kayo ng useful scenario for you, this would be a good time to ask that before we jump dun sa next use case na i-discuss.